Good morning. How are you? I came back from Mahabodhi temples. Now lots of people are gathering to worship in the Mahabodhi temple under the Bodhi tree, meditation or reciting the Sutra or walking meditation, sitting meditation, and from Tibet chanting, or Pali chanting, or Vietnamese chanting, or many countries, Sri Lanka, or Burmese, or Bangladesh, or China, or Korea, or many Cambodia, or many countries from all over the world. There are many Buddhist bhikkhu, bhikkhuni, upaya, upasaka coming to the Bodhgaya, the Mahabodhi temple under the Bodhi tree, and they are practicing to attend for the purpose to attain the enlightenment, following the Buddha, right? Anyway, I also do the walking meditation by the drum, Nam-myoho Horen-kyo Chiwa-daiko. And I came back here. So let's get started our morning service following the Nichiren Shu service book. Invocation. Honor to be the great mandala, the perfect circle of all honorable ones, revealed by our founder Nichiren Shu. Honor be to the eternal Buddha Shakyamuni, our original teacher, the Lord of the Dharma, our great benefactor who attained enlightenment in the remotest past. Honor be to the Sutra of the Lotus flower of the wonderful Dharma, the teaching of equality, the great wisdom, the one bhikkhu. Honor be to our founder, the great Bodhisattva Nichiren Shu, dispatched by our original Buddha. Honor be to Renge Ajari Nichiji Shoni, the first overseas missionary. Honor be to the protective deities of the Dharma. We honor all of you. May you come to this consecrated place out your compassion towards us, see us with a light of wisdom, and accept our offering of chanting the Sutra and Nam-myoho Renge-kyo. Verses for opening the Sutra, Kaikyoge. 無常人人未病の法は百千万号にも相立てまつることかたし、我今検問し従事することを得たり、願わくは如来の第一行下世、至極の大乗思議すべからず、検問即知皆菩提に近づく。能戦は奉仕、所詮は欲し、色相の文字はすなわちこれ王人なり、無料の功徳皆この経に集まれり、このゆえに自在に妙に訓示密に訳す、内無知罪を滅し善を生ず、もしは真もしは法ともに仏道上世、三世の諸仏人人の病伝なり、諸上世世地武士上大世 most profound and wonderful teaching is presented in this sutra. This sutra is difficult to meet even once in thousands and millions of years. Now we have been able to see, hear, receive, and keep this sutra. May we understand the most excellent teaching of the Tathagata. The most excellent teaching of the great Bhikkhu is very difficult for us to understand. We should be able to approach enlightenment when we see, hear, or touch this sutra. Expounding the Buddha's wisdom, expounded with the Buddha's truth, the letters composing this sutra are the Buddha's manifestation. Just as perfume is caught by something put nearby, so shall we be richly benefited by this sutra, even when we are not aware of being so benefited, because infinite merits are accumulated in this sutra. We can experience our past transgression, do good deeds, and attain Buddhahood by the merit of this sutra. It doesn't matter whether we are wise or not, or whether we believe that sutra or surrender it. This sutra is the most wonderful and most excellent taught by the Buddha of the past, present, and future. When we meet and receive it, verse after verse, word after word. Myoho Renge Kyo, Hoben Pondai Ni. The Sutra of the Lotus Flower of the Wonderful Dharma, Chapter 2, Expedient, Upaya Kausharya. Niji se sonju sammai anjo niki go shari hot shobuchi e jinjin buryo goji e mo nange nanyu issai shomo yakushi butsu shofu no chi shoisha ga butsu zo shingoi hyakusen man no 無臭小仏人形小仏無量道有名小人名小不門上中人事二相右法随記小説一種難下舎利発五十条仏違集十因縁集十比喩公縁根拠無臭方便インド修上小医者が如来法弁事件原水海空即舎利発如来知見広大人道無量無下利無所異全上下脱三昧人流無際長寿一切微増右法舎利発如来道修十分別行摂正法根自入な劣化終身舎利発修養根式無量無辺理想無法物質成就死舎利発不修不説小医者が仏性成就第一形難下四法唯物用物内の口小法実相小異小法行税総行税小行税大行税力行税作行税陰行税遠行税下行税法行税本末空教と小異小法行税総行税小行税大行税力行税作行税陰行税遠行税下行税法行税本末空教と小異小法行税総行税小行税大行税力行税作行税陰行税遠行税下行税法行税本末空教とThereupon the word honest one emerged quietly from his samadhi and said to Sharita, the wisdom of the present Buddha is profound and immutable. The gate to it is difficult to understand and difficult to enter. Their wisdom cannot be understood by any Shravaka or Pardeka Buddha, because the present Buddha attend on many hundreds of thousands or variants of past Buddhas and practice the immutable teaching of those Buddhas regularly and strangely to their far-flung fame until they attain the profound Dharma, which you have never heard before, and became Buddhas. And also because since they became Buddhas, they have been expounding the Dharma according to the capacity of all living beings in such various ways that the true purpose of their various teaching is difficult to understand. Shariputra, since I became a Buddha, I also have been expounding various teaching with various stories of previous lives, with various parables, and with various similes. I have been reading all living beings with immutable experience in order to save them from various attachments, because I have the power to employ experience and the power to perform the paramita of insight. Shariputra, the insight of the Tathagata is wide and deep. The Tathagata have always a state of mind, powers, immutable living beings, unhindered eloquence, powers, fearlessness, dhyana, concentration, emancipation, and samadhi. They enter deep into boundlessness and attain the Dharma which you have never heard before. Shariputra, the Tathagata divides the Dharma into various teachings. It expounds those teachings to all living beings so skillfully, and with such gentle voices that living beings are delighted. Shariputra, in short, the Buddha attains the immutable teaching which you have never heard before. No more, Shariputra, will I say, because the Dharma attained by the Buddha is the highest truth, rare to hear and difficult to understand. Only the Buddha attains the highest truth. That is the reality of all things in regard to their appearance as such, their natures as such, their entity as such, their powers as such, their activity as such, their primary causes as such, their environmental causes as such, their effect as such, their reverse and retribution as such, and their equality as such, despite these differences. 16 chapters, Tathagata Pramana chapter, the Sutra of the Lotus Flower of the Venerable Dharma, chapter 16, the duration of the life of the Tathagata. Myoho Renge Kyo, Nyorai Juryo Hondai Juroku, Jiga Tokubutsurai, Shokyo Shoko Shu Muryo Hyakusenman, Okusai Asogi, Joseppo Kyoke Mushu Okushujo, Yonyu Obutsudo Nirai Muryoko, Ido Shujoko, Obengen Neha, Nijutsu Fumetsu Dojo Jushi Senpo, Kajoju Oshi, Isho Jinzu Rikiryo Tendo Shujo, 水根に不見、主権が滅度国用者理、見解英連邦に昇活合し、修上期神仏、七時期流な一心欲見物、自作神病、自我牛修所、空出量重戦が自己修長、総在し不滅違法弁力国、見不滅不滅陽国修上、苦行信行者が無王筆、異説無情法領と不問し、単理が滅道が検証修上、没罪多く開口不意見し、両合小活合因合心連邦内出異説法、神通力尿税王阿葬儀工場材料重戦、休養小重小修長健康自体化小承知、監視道安論天人上10万恩林小道閣、集中法小合法住宅経過修長小有楽、小天逆天空上者周期学ウバンダラケ、三別牛大衆化上等風紀に集権承知、夫婦小空尿税出10万税総在修上、 医薬後因縁下葬儀後不問三宝病床宇宙空毒入は七時期者即会見がし祭祀に説法枠寺医師修説物十無量空内見物者医説物難知が地力量税栄光小無量寿命部修国修公聖徳両党うち者もっとし将棋登壇療養時仏語実布公領以前法米維持大志公実在に根子無道石膏網が薬医生部空小空見者異法部天道実在に個別異常見学校に小教師司法一弱合欲道悪道中が上智修道行道不行道水曜消化道一切修十法毎時さぜね以下領修上徳入無浄土即上十仏心 The duration of the life of the Tathagata. It is many hundreds of thousands or millions of trillions of asankhya of kalpas since I became the Buddha. For the past immeasurable kalpas, I have always been expounding the Dhamma to many hundreds of millions of living beings in order to lead them into the way to Buddhahood. In order to save the perverted people, I expectantly show my nirvana to them. In reality, I shall never pass away. I always live here and expound the Dhamma. Although I always live here with the perverted people, I disappear from their eyes by my supernatural powers. When they see me seemingly pass away, and make offering to my Sharira and adore me, admire me, and become devout, upright, and gentle, and wish to see me with all their heart at the cost of their lives. I reappear among secret eagles with my Sangha, and said to them, I always live here, I shall never be extinct. I show my extinction to you expediently, although I never pass away. I also expound the unsurpassed Dhamma to the living beings of the other world, if they respect me, believe me, and wish to see me. You have never heard this. Therefore, you thought that I pass away. I see the perverted people sinking in an ocean of suffering. Therefore, I disappear from their eyes and cause them to admire me. When they adore me, I appear and expound the Dhamma to them. I can do all this by my supernatural powers. I live among secret eagles and also in the other abode for Asankhya Kalpa. The perverted people think this world is in a great fire. The end of the Kalpa of destruction is coming. In reality, this world of mine is peaceful. It is filled with gods and men. The garden, forest, and state rebellion are adored with various treasures. The dwarf trees have many flowers and fruits. The living beings are enjoying themselves, and the gods are beating fragrant drums, making various kind of music, and raining mandala flowers on the great multitude of me. This pure word of mine is indestructible, but the perverted people think it is full of sorrow, fear, and other suffering. It will soon burn away. Because of their evil culture, this sinful power will not be able to hear even the names of the three treasures during a Sankhya Kalpa. To those who have accumulated knowledge and who are gentle and upright, and who see me living here expounding the Dhamma, I say the duration of my life is immeasurable. To those who see me after a long time, I say it is difficult to see a Buddha. I can do all this by the power of my wisdom. The right of my wisdom knows no bound. The duration of my life is immutable Kalpa. I will chant this longevity by age of practice. All of you wise men have no doubt about this. Remove your doubts, have no more. My words are true, not false. The physician who sent a monk expediently to tell his perverted son of the death of their father in order to cure them was not accused of falsehood, although he was still alive. In the same manner, I am the father of the world. I am saving all living beings from suffering. Because they are perverted, I say that I shall pass away, although I shall not. If they always see me, they will become arrogant and licentious and cling to what desire so much that they will fall into the evil region. I know who is practicing the way and who is not. Therefore, I expand various teaching to all living beings according to their capacity. I am only thinking, how should I cause all living beings to enter into the unsurpassed way and quickly become Buddhas? 21 chapters. The supernatural power of the Tathagata. 妙法蓮華経如来真力本第21小仏聖者十王大臣図異越主上国現無量人力絶相心本天心法無修行異空仏道者見識見宇治小仏教会小牛丹寺師匠宗門実法国寺会六修道異仏別道合同寺税教皇小仏会官儀現無量人力俗類税教皇三味従事者法無量公中有公不同寺税人士空毒無変無具領実法国不可得偏在同時税教者即位意見が薬見他法仏儀証奮陣者不見が今日教継承菩薩の自税教者ヨガ牛軍事滅道他法仏一切会官儀実法現在仏病化公未来薬見薬用特官儀小仏座道場小徳医療法の自税教者空薬道徳の自税教者王将法思議病地球根治行説無空寺洋風王空中一切無償芸王如来滅後地仏小説教因縁牛子大随義尿実説両日学校もの上昇有病死人行政権能滅修上安教無料菩薩一教11条成功宇治者門師空独利王が滅道後王十字司教善人の仏道欠如無義 The Buddha, the world's Siddhar, have great supernatural powers. They display their immutable supernatural powers in order to cause all living beings to rejoice. The tip of their tongues reaches the heaven of Brahman. Immutable rays of light are emitted from their bodies. For those who are seeking the enlightenment of the Buddha to do these things rely to be seen. The sound of coaching of the Buddha and the sound of their finger snapping reverberate over the world of the 10 quarters, and the ground of those words quake in the sixth way. The Buddha joyfully displayed their immutable supernatural powers because the Bodhisattva from underground bow to keep this sutra of the meditation. Even if I praise for immutable Kalpa, the keeper of this sutra, to whom it is to be transmitted, I cannot place him highly enough. His merits are as limitless, as infinite, as boundless as the skies of the world of the 10 quarters. Anyone who kept the sutra will be able to see me. He also will be able to see many treasures with the Buddhas of my relicars and the Bodhisattva whom I have taught today. Anyone who kept the sutra will be able to cause me to rejoice. He also will be able to bring joy to the Buddha of my relicar and also to many treasures Buddha who once passed away. He also will be able to see the present, past, and future Buddha of the world of the 10 quarters, make offering to them and cause them to rejoice. The Buddha sat at the place of the enlightenment and obtained the hidden core. Anyone who kept the sutra will be able to obtain the same before wrong. Anyone who kept the sutra will be able to expound the meaning of the teaching and the name of the word of this sutra. The arrogance will be the boundless and unhindered as the wind in the sky. Anyone who understand why the Buddha expound many sutras, who know the position of this sutra in the series of sutra, and who expound it after meditation according to the true meaning, may be able to eliminate the darkness of the living beings of the world where he works among just as the light of the sun and the moon eliminate all darkness. He will be able to cause immeasurable bodhisattva to dwell finally in the one vehicle. Therefore, the monk of wisdom who hears the benefit of this merit and who kept the sutra of the meditation will be able to attain the enlightenment of the Buddha definitely and doubtlessly. Nichiren Shu needs the word. Awakened as Buddha's children. We sentient beings in the subtle world have all been beloved children of the Lord Buddha Shakyamuni since 500 spiritual kalpa ago. Because of our own heart being undoubtful to the Buddha, we had not been aware of being his children until today. But we are not the same as sentient beings in other world. The relationship between the Buddha and us, which was established in the remote burst of 500 spiritual kalpa ago, is like the moon in the sky reflected on clear water by itself. Nam myoho renge kyo, 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 nam 妙法蓮華経南無妙法蓮華経南無妙法蓮華経南無妙法蓮華経南無妙法蓮華経自教難自薬難自者が即関係諸物薬年女性死に諸物昇誕世俗有名世俗生じ世名自戒行図打者即位失徳無常仏道道来世六次死行図神仏師诸尊前知仏滅道後の下合義で小天理世間資源奥異性の周遊説一切天に愛を供養Happy Mandari se Mahamatara Gonto que pura Chakravadania lo Gonko. Ah, sorry. We respectfully dedicate our merit gathers up till now to the great venerable teacher Shakyamuni, the eternal Buddha, to the spring teaching the Lotus Sutra, to the reader of the declared letter age of the Dharma, our founder, the great Bodhisattva Nichiren Shu, and to the protective deities of the Dharma. May all beings under the heavens and within the four seas live in accordance with the wonderful Dharma. May the wonderful Dharma spread throughout the 10,000 years of the divine letter age of the Dharma. May we realize this world is the eternal Buddha's parent. May peace permeate all the world and all beings enjoy peace and happiness. May all beings live in safety and live long without misfortune. May the peace and happiness last forever and all beings be prosperous. We pray that all beings awaken to the true nature of reality, which is the Buddha Dharma. May all beings of all realms be held equally, overcome suffering and gain the happiness of blissful liberation through the merit of following the teaching of the Lotus Sutra. We pray for the spirits of our ancestors and for all the spirits of the universe. May we purify our minds, limits of desire, run to be content, feel free to experience the quiet, the soothing joys of life, and allow to abandon our attachment home in the mind. With this prayer, we endeavor to increase our understanding and appreciation of what others have given and contribute to us, and to develop constant mindful consideration of how our thoughts and actions will beneficially contribute to others. Nam myo renge kyo, shijonu hensei gando, monnomu shusei gandan, hohomu jinsei ganji, Utsudomu josei ganjo. Sentient beings are immeasurable, I bow to serve them all. Our ever desires exhaustible, I bow to concept all. The Buddha's teaching are immeasurable, I bow to study them all. The way of the Buddha is excelled, I bow to attain the path of life. Nam myo renge kyo, Nam myo renge kyo, Nam myo renge kyo. Thank you very much. Let's continue chanting for inner peace of all living beings. सभी जीवित प्राणियों की आंतरिक शांति के लिए नाम में पढ़ेंगे क्यों का जाप जारी रखें. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. शाम को मिलेंगे. See you evening chanting time. Thank you very much for the chat message. नाम में पढ़ेंगे क्यों. Have a nice day.